Hey guys, what's up? lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the very first book in the Vampirates book series, Demons of the Ocean by Justin Sumper. Came out in 2005. This is long, 13 years ago. This book takes place in the future, 500 years in the future, off the coast of Australia. So it's post-apocalyptic, and there are clearly vampires in the world. There's a lot of magic going on in the world. There's a lot of supernatural stuff, but there's a lot of human activity and what's going on where and who's doing what when. And I've read the series many times in the last 13 years. No, I discovered it back in 2010, 2011, one of those years. Been obsessed with it ever since, and it drives me nuts that there's no television series, there's no film series, there's no graphic novel adaptation of it. This is a perfect story, very perfect 5-book series, and it drives me nuts that it's not represented in film or television. This is why I need to be a producer, because I need my own production company to make film and TV series based off of the amazing work that has been just left under the carpet for some reason. I don't get it. Vampirates, 500 years in the future off the coast of Australia. Awesome. And what's great about the way Justin writes, and I've talked to him a few times via Twitter. You know, I didn't play, but I cosplayed as one of his characters, Lorcan Fury, at one point. Clearly I'm not Irish, but I got the fangs, I had my pirate outfit, I was good to go. I had my sword. And how Justin writes is that he dives into the origins of vampire. The word vampire is just basically summed up in a energy-taking aspect. So people in mainstream media always correlate vampirism to blood-sucking, right? The undead needs blood in order to survive. They need that energy to survive. But vampire, just as an energy-taking, dives into the whole prana aspect. You know, basic Reiki chakra aspect. Prana is another word for energy. So the vampirate captain, right? Airplane. The vampire captain, he does not need blood. He does not need that form of energy to sustain himself. He uses prana. He knows of other ways of energy in order to sustain himself. There's a beautiful shanty that goes throughout the entire thing, which is written in the entire beginning of the book, very first pages of the cover. But there's no actual song to it, right? Like, I don't know what this song's supposed to sound like. This is an amazingly written, worded shanty, and I don't know what it's supposed to sound like. I need this to be mainstream media. I needed a production company in order to produce this, because this is a series that deserves recognition on a global scale, on an interplanetary scale, because it is so well done. So well done. And this is just the first book about two twins, Connor and Grace Tempest. Their father dies, you know, he's a lighthouse keeper in Crescent Moon Bay, and then they have to, they steal a boat and they get trapped in the ocean. Grace winds up on a vampire ship, Connor winds up on a pirate ship, the Diablo, by Captain Maluko Wrath. But they're great characters and great character names in this, like Sidorio is an amazing vampire who is, a beautiful villain, but still an amazing character who sailed and kidnapped Julius Caesar 2,000 years prior. It's amazing with the history of this, but this place takes place 500 years in the future, and it's fascinating. I know that there's a vampirate-like theater show that my friend Donnie does out in LA, and it has nothing to do with this actual book. The Vampirates series has nothing to do with this actual show. It's just vampire pirates doing a thing. And that's what's cool about it. It's a generic term, vampirate, but in this particular aspect, Vampirates is the name of the book series. So someone in all of Hollywood, New York, LA, Atlanta, Toronto, anywhere, London, explain to me why this is not a film series, why this is not a television series. I don't understand. The marketability on both vampire, supernatural aspect, and pirate adventure aspect, and throw this into the future post-apocalypse, you got a whole steampunk thing going on. This will make billions of dollars in revenue, especially in merchandise. Why is no one doing this? Better question, who would like to invest to create my production company so that way I can produce these things? Because this needs to be mainstream media. And by me saying all of this, you know damn well it's going to be. Whether it's for my doing or somebody else's doing. But the more steam that ticket picks up, the more people talk about this. Like I said, 13 years ago was this book. Almost a decade and a half. And it's still not mainstream. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to do it because no one else is doing it and I don't know why. But if someone does know why, please inform. Please join the discussion down below. Please tell me why this is not a mainstream media blockbuster film series with billions of dollars in revenue from toys and merchandise and jewelry and shirts and costumes, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Please, begging you, give me answers. Vampirates, Demons of the Ocean by Justin Sommer, 2005. Beautiful, beautiful post-apocalyptic future, I was going to say film series. First book of the series. Next time I finish the second book, we'll talk about it more. I've read this series so many times. I try not to speed through them anymore because they're just so near and dear to my heart. I need a Vampirate logo somewhere. I'm covered in logos already, right? I need some more. I need a Vampire one. Maybe right there. Looks good, right? Mucho mahalo, guys.